Don't worry, I'm still alive. Everything is good. There's no reason to worry. The reason why I'm saying that is because I just read the comments for yesterday's video, and apparently there was a couple of people who were worried about me because I didn't post in the last few days. And the reason for that is simply, well, there's a few different reasons why that would happen. Sometimes it's because I'm going through a really rough patch and I just don't have the energy necessary to make a video. Sometimes it's because things are going well and there's just nothing new for me to talk about. And my approach has always been like, why would I make a video if I have nothing to talk about? But I'm aware it's not just about me. Like, yes, I am sure I'm sharing my story, but at the same time, like, I want to support this community as much as I can. And at the end of the day, I'll always end up having to do whatever's best for me and for my health. And that's going to dictate how often I publish videos and how long the videos are. But since it does seem like a lot of you like the fact that I you know, record and publish a video almost every day, and you kind of like miss me when I skip a day or two. Um, Let me ask you this. So, do you prefer for me to make a video every single day, even if there's nothing for me to talk about, or just skip a day or a couple days every once in a while whenever there's nothing for me to talk about? Like, which of those two do you prefer? To me, it always seemed weird, the idea of making a video if I have nothing to share, but apparently some people seem to want that. So just let me know in the comments what you think. As I mentioned, at the end of the day, it always comes down to I need to do what's best for my health, so I'll always try to prioritize that. But hey, if you guys want to see videos of me where I have literally nothing to talk about and I'm just babbling, cool. I can do that. I have no problem with that. It's really up to you. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm still in bed, that's not a bad thing. It's not because I had a bad night and then I'm going to spend the day in bed and it's going to suck. It's actually the opposite. Um, well, not yesterday. The night before yesterday was really bad, really intense, as I shared in my last video. And yesterday was me recovering from that. And I actually slept very well. I only woke up 3 times in the night. Well, I mean, yes and no. What I mean by that is I woke up 3 times and had to go to the bathroom. I don't count, there's always that phase in the morning of a couple hours where it's like I wake up, I fall asleep, I wake up, I fall asleep, I wake up, I fall asleep, because it's like I'm not quite rested enough. But at that point, my body is getting sore from the night. So I'm not able to sleep for long stretches of the time. So there's usually like a period of maybe 1 to 2 hours every morning where I kind of go through that cycle of just like waking up, falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep. So it's like I don't count that. If you don't count that, yeah, last night I only woke up 3 times, which may seem like a lot to some people, and to the old me, it definitely feels like a lot. But given the last, 8 or 9 months and how the sleep has been over that period, I would say this is definitely one of the better days. Not necessarily a perfect one. Haven't had a perfect night in a very long time, but definitely much, much better than it could have been. And it has been for a long time in the past. So definitely good news that I'm still in bed. Also, I'm being kind of lazy this morning. It's nice to do that every once in a while. So yeah, I think this is going to be a short video. Just want to quickly also mention, um, every once in a while it happens that someone will make a comment about my wife. Most of the time, they're positive comments of like, "Oh, I hope you get to be together soon. I hope we get to meet her someday." Stuff like things like that. That I appreciate. I know that she does too. However, every once in a while, someone decides to attack my wife. And as I made very, very clear in a couple videos, I forget when it was, a while back, but anyway, as I made very clear, anytime someone attacks my wife, I will go after you relentlessly. So, as a result of someone making a negative comment about my wife and people responding to that, and I want to say, like, a lot of people came to her defense, and I very much appreciate that. However, I cannot let comments like that stand. I am very, very protective of my wife, and I always will be. That's why, I haven't shared her name. That's why I haven't shared much details about her, because she's a more private person than me. I respect her privacy. I will always put her privacy and her well-being before anyone else's. So anytime someone makes a negative comment about my life, yes, you will be automatically blocked. And as a result of that one person commenting and people responding either in support of my wife or agreeing with the initial commenter, I ended up blocking 3 people. And I do not regret it. I've said this before, I will say it again. When it comes to my wife, I will not hesitate to take the necessary actions against you. So please just leave her alone. Thank you very much. Now that this public announcement has been made, I think that's pretty much the end of it. So I think that'll be a short video for today. Thank you for watching. Uh, by the way, also in the comments, someone else said, mention about donations, and I'm just trying to remember what they said because there was a lot of different comments in the last video and I just read them, so they're all like fresh in my mind. So I'm trying to remember. Um, but basically, he was saying like, if you want to donate directly on YouTube, you can do so via super comments, super thanks, depending if it's a normal video, live or whatever. So there's always a button under the video where you can click. It's a heart emoji sometimes, depending on the device you're using. Sometimes it's like little symbol of a heart with super heart next to it or something like that, or super thanks. I forget exactly what it's called, because for lives and for videos, there's like different versions of it. So I'm never quite sure how to refer to it, but I'm pretty sure that in videos it's super thanks. But anyway, so that person mentioned this is how you do it if you want to donate directly on YouTube. And the reason why I brought that up is because 2 people donated on the last video, and well, of course, I'm incredibly grateful. I made sure to thank them personally. And it's always nice, I wouldn't say their names on a video just because I try to respect other people's privacy. I know that not everyone is like me, not everyone is comfortable necessarily being put in the spotlight. And that's okay. I respect that. That's why I don't share many details about my wife. And that's why, even when people do things that I would want to celebrate, such as, donating, I don't want to force them in the spotlight if it's not something they want to do. That's why I avoid using their names. Plus, it's not their real names, it's just their YouTube handles. But still, out of respect, I try not to do that. So, but still, I think it's important to thank them, to express my gratitude for that. So thank you for your donations. I really appreciate it. And I forget where I was going with all this because I just kind of like got lost in the comments and then just addressed a bunch of them. Uh, but anyway, yeah, that's been the update. So I guess conclusion of this video is I'm still alive. There's no reason to worry for now. And just let me know in the comments what you think. Do you prefer that I make videos every single day, even if I have nothing really interesting to talk about, nothing specific to share? If you just want, I can just do like a general update of like, hey, this is what happened today or yesterday or whatever. To me, that feels like it would be boring. But hey, if people want that, sure, it's like it's not really that much work for me, assuming that I'm feeling well. Like there might still be days that I skip every once in a while because, sometimes I go through rough patches. But yeah, if I'm feeling well, you guys want that, sure, why not? So yeah, just let me know in the comments. And I guess this is it. As I mentioned, kind of through that comment, if you want to encourage me, you can do so through donations. For now, directly on YouTube would be easier. And then, what's a GoFundMe? Everything's fixed with that. It's almost at that point. I just, want to wait till it's 100% confirmed that everything's good on that front. Then you can do that in the future if you want to. And also, as usual, if you know anyone who can get me or, help me get this message out to try to inspire other people, motivate other people, basically reach a bigger platform to help, spread my story, to help share goodness in the world in general, just let me know in the comments. Or, you can contact me directly via the author website. There's a couple different ways you can do it. So, yeah, just let me know if you know anyone. There is someone who did mention something. The only reason why I didn't do it yet is simply because, I'm waiting for the whole GoFundMe thing to be fixed. Because obviously, if I get more exposure, there's a chance that some people might want to donate. And, it would be kind of stupid to go through that extra effort of trying to get more visibility and get more people to, hear my story and maybe be inspired by it if that's not in place, So that's kind of why I'm waiting on that front. But I do appreciate the suggestion that person made. Thank you very much. And if anyone else has any suggestions, always open to it. So, you know what? Turns out this wasn't such a short video. And I guess I did babble, so everybody got what they wanted. Yay! Well, maybe not everyone. We'll only know that for sure when I try to press the button and see what happens. And on that note, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this community. I love you all very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Ooh, I did miss it.